Democrats are pushing legislation that would require ICE agents to remove their masks when arresting illegal migrants, or I guess arresting anyone. Why is that the focus? Why aren't they fighting about the policies and about how the Fourth Amendment is being interpreted and the locations that are being used? Why play to the petty aspect? I'll tell you why. Because this is the BS that works on social media. The mask. Let me tell you, there's good reason and sus reason for them to wear masks. If you were getting doxxed based on what you did at work, you might be a little bit more careful about your identity also. A sitting Democratic member of Congress wanted to dox. You know, this can be a real problem. This Representative Carbajal doxed an Immigration and Customs Enforcement employee who was subsequently attacked by rioters and sent to the emergency room. That's messed up. Now, you can say, well, I think what they're doing is messed up. Fine, let's have that fight. Let's have that fight. Let's fight about what the policy should be. The Democrats should be involved in that, but who gives a damn about the mask? Let's discuss. Former acting deputy DHS secretary, senior fellow for the Center for Renewing America, Ken Cuccinelli, and NewsNation correspondent at large, Geraldo Rivera. Ken, the answer to the question, who cares about the masks, is sitting right next to you in handsome form. Geraldo Rivera cares about the masks and says real men don't wear masks. Why do the masks matter, my friend?
Well, normally when police are conducting their business, you wouldn't want them wearing masks. You would want them to have their name tags on because it's part of accountability. However, there's a balance of concerns here, and your first priority has to be the safety of your officers. If your officers aren't safe, they aren't even going to be able to do their job. And when we have lots of different types of folks, most appallingly congressmen, but lots of different types of folks trying to dox these agents, then their safety is put at risk. And let's be real clear, Chris, this isn't just about the officers. You and I both know that what's the real threat is your family. Your family gets put at risk. And that's the implicit threat here. It isn't just the safety of officers. Officers, they take these jobs knowing that they step into danger every day, and they do it for us, and God bless them for it. But they're not putting their families on the line to do it. Well, the doxing puts their families on the line. It's really repugnant. It's awful. And frankly, if the case can be made connecting the doxing to the violence, then those cases should be prosecuted.
Yeah, no, listen, I get it, and believe me, if people knew what my family has been through, one, they would stone me for staying in this business, and two, they might even have some sympathy. Yeah, I doubt it. Geraldo, what's the counter-argument? What bothers you about the masks? What matters about what we're seeing with ICE enforcement policies that should be the focus?
I'm shocked that my brother disagrees with me so dramatically on this issue, Chris, because, and hello, Ken, can you imagine a world where cops wore masks, where sheriffs wore masks, where the FBI wore masks, where court officers wore masks? You cannot.
They shouldn't.
Because of the ominous danger and the wicked effect that law enforcement in masks would have on society. We would all be terrorized, and I submit to both of you that is the reason they are wearing masks. It's not the doxing. As far as I know, there's been a handful of cases, maybe just one or two. What they're afraid of is the humiliation of going into society and arresting otherwise law-abiding people. The statistics are out now. Over 70% of the people arrested so far have no criminal record. What is going on here is horrible, and you have to give some equity to the people who are being targeted for these unprecedented sweeps that are now temporarily, at least, on pause because of a federal judge in Southern California.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.